What are some of the things that you think about when someone tells you that they're doing a PhD program? Is it the amount of time that it would take to complete a PhD program, or is it the amount of work that goes into completing a PhD program successfully? It's been 5 whole months into my PhD program. Honestly speaking, when you are just starting your PhD program, you really have no clue about what you're getting yourself into. You do not have the right answers to the questions that you might have at the time. The first thing that you want to think about is the different types of PhDs that are available to you. The type that I went with was the traditional PhD, the traditional route. I get to look forward to doing my PhD for the next 4 years, which is quite a long time, and hopefully I should complete in 3 years and have 1 year to travel and have fun. Sometimes you might also want to think about doing a PhD part-time, so there are options for those who are working full-time to be able to do that PhD part-time. Of course, if you're doing your PhD part-time, that means it's going to take you a lot longer to finish. A long time ago, there weren't too many regulations attached to doing a PhD. In other words, you could just come in and meet your supervisor 2 times during the duration of your PhD and it will still be okay. But nowadays, there are so many regulations that surround doing a PhD, and there are so many milestones that you have to meet. If you don't meet these milestones, then it becomes very difficult for you to proceed to the next stage, and sometimes you don't get to finish your PhD because you fail to meet these milestones. So for me, I have 4 years to do my PhD, and during these 4 years, every single year there's an exam that I have to pass. If I don't pass this exam, then I don't move on to the next stage. They're not similar to an examination that you might have to sit through when you're doing your master's or when you're doing your undergraduate degree. You have to present your work, and then on top of that, you have to defend the work that you've presented. If you have good time management skills and you plan very well ahead of time, then you'll be alright. So it's not as scary as it sounds. And then finally, when they say a PhD involves a lot of independent study, they mean it. So because of that, it's easy to procrastinate. So what are the best ways to deal with procrastination? The best way is to really decide that you are going to get involved in different events or different workshops that take place at your university. In addition to that, make sure that you set yourself a schedule and stick to it. So a famous person once said that discipline is way better than motivation. The more you become disciplined, the more you become motivated. If you're thinking about doing a PhD in the future, best of luck. It's something that you will really enjoy. Bye.